Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Renee All Day. Joining me today, the man that I have been dying to interview, Evan McPherson. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I have truly been looking forward to this ever since we knew that this interview series was going to take place. I'm like, when do we get Evan in the hot seat? So today is the day. That's true. That is true. How do you like being interviewed? Is it a good experience for you or no?
Yeah, no, typically it's a good experience. I haven't had too many bad interview experiences, so
Fingers
hopefully
crossed.
this is another good one.
Hopefully this stays the course. You're a man of many nicknames. Shooter, McFearless. Which one's your favorite?
I think the top two that everybody uses is Shooter and Money Mac. Shooter is funny just based off like the reaction we got from Shooter McGavin last year during the playoffs. You know, it's pretty special. So Shooter's pretty cool. Money Mac, I mean, I tell people all the time, you can call me whatever you want. You can call me Evan for all I care.
Sure, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Yes, they should.
Yep.
Fair enough. How do you deal with the pressure of being a kicker? I mean, that you are a pressure cooker situation, young guy, you're walking out an entire stadium. I'm sure people love you as it is, but I'm sure opposing teams, maybe not so much. How do you deal with that?
I think it's just like, you know, anybody in any profession has pressure on them while they're at work. And honestly, I think we see that as the same way as, you know, we train for these moments and all the many hours on the field by ourselves in practice. It's, you know, it's the same uprights. It's the same football. The only difference is there's just a couple more people watching. So I just feel like with practice and just repetition, it really just becomes like a whole, like, just motion. You don't really even do it. Your body just kind of reacts.
Right. Your body's just so trained. It's like that muscle memory just kind of kicks in and your body does the job it's supposed to do.
Yep.
Plus, it's like, I feel like an inherited thing for you, considering your brothers all do it. It's this like family business. What was that like growing up, having brothers? You guys all kind of do the same thing.
Yeah. No, it was super cool growing up with two brothers. Obviously, we were competing pretty much in everything we did, whether it was video games or sports.
Yeah.
We were always outside, either playing basketball, if it was basketball season. If it was soccer season, we'd be shooting the soccer ball. Or if it was football season, we'd honestly be playing tackle football in the front yard. And then it wasn't until we got a little older where we started kicking in general. And so, but when we got to that point,
who figured out they were a good kicker first?
Yeah. So it was my older brother.
Yeah.
So he was in 9th grade and he tried out for the high school football team. And he said that he just saw the kicker on the other side of the field just kicking by himself. And, you know, we grew up playing soccer and that's pretty much all we did. And so he's like, you know, growing up playing soccer, I could kick a football. It can't be that hard. So he just went over and tried it, was decent at it, and he enjoyed it, came home, told us all about it, and that's just kind of what started it all.
The lore of the kicking story. I feel like being a kicker does it give you like a bit of like a lone wolf mentality? Because it's like, it's you.
Yeah.
It's all you. Do you feel that?
Yeah, our special teams coach, Darren Simmons, he likes to say it's kind of more like a sniper mentality.
Okay.
You know, you got one bullet in the chamber, and what are you going to do with it? You know, if you miss your shot, then you're going to expose yourself. So you got to take advantage of every shot you get to take.
Hone in on it. The walkout song. I love that this happens. I love that this exists. I think that everybody should do this. What went into you, getting your own walkout song and then choosing the song?
Well, honestly, I think it started all as a joke on the NFL Network interview that I did back in training camp.
Okay.
And they just kind of jokingly asked, like, because I don't know if you have seen the MLB pitcher whenever he comes out of the bullpen, the trumpets.
Yes.
So it was kind of in line with that, and he was like, if you could have one, what would it be? And, you know, the Eminem song just kind of came to my head, and obviously, I did not think that they would play it during the games, but I think it was maybe the next preseason game they played it whenever I was walking out in the field, and I'm like, am I hearing that? Yeah, am I hearing that right? And honestly, I just thought it was super funny, and it was honestly just super cool. And I do think it should be a thing because
I think so too. Pageantry, keep it coming. I love it.
Like I said, we're kind of like MLB pitchers, snipers. You're out there for one play, so why not make it fun?
Yes, agreed. No, I love it. I hope that you're like at the cusp of like starting this for other people, because I mean, the more pageantry, the better. And I think just for fans
just
too,
makes
it's
it
like
more
fun to get
Yeah.
into. It's fun for you. It's great. With your friend here, you're getting slimed.
Yeah.
What happened here? What are these pranks that are happening?
Well, I think what happened was, I think it might have been in the playoffs last year. I was lucky enough to get the MVP award. That's right.
Ooh, yeah, you did.
And so, notoriously, whenever a player gets the MVP award, they get slimed by their teammates. And it's just kind of like a surprise thing. But it all kind of like slid under the radar. And so I think we might have not been in the office that next week or something. And so I just kind of slid on by. And so obviously.
So you thought.
So I thought. And so obviously I was not expecting that at all. And just walking off the field, I thought I was just posing with myself for a picture.
Psych. Did you get Clark back for this?
No.
Come on. No. You got to like hold on to those things, and you got to like in your downtime, like really conjure up a good prank to get him back.
We'll think about it, but
okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be pranking Clark.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Has he gotten you with any other pranks? Like, what is your guys' relationship? You guys are really tight, yeah?
Yeah, no, our whole unit is pretty tight, and now we've added a new one in Cal. He just kind of joined on in, but yeah, our relationship it's pretty tight. Yeah. We spend a lot of time together here in the stadium, and just out if we're getting dinner one night or anything like that. So
I don't want to blow up your spot, but as a remotely new Cincinnati person, where are your spots here? Where are you eating? If you want to give us those details. I don't know. You have quite the ravenous fan base, so let us know what you want.
No, I mean, me and my wife, we really enjoy going to like Ruby's. Any location is a good location. I hear the new one's
really great. Have you been to the new one
I
yet?
have not been in the new one, but I heard it's real extravagant.
I've heard that too.
So we love the precinct just because it's more kind of low key and.
It's hard to get into the precinct. You got a guy. You must have a guy there that gets you in. Because I try to book online, and they're like, no, ma'am, I'm sorry, we're booked. Well, can we tag along? Can my husband and I, like, tag along with you guys?
Yeah.
That would be great. We heard it here. We confirmed it. It's happening. Great. Okay, so we'll get into stuff with your wife. You're married. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But side note, we all know that everybody loves Joe Burrow, but there's also this other fan base. People are like, they love you. Everyone loves you. Specifically, I think a little bit of the women love you. Do you feel this like heartthrob thing happening? Do you feel this swell of affection towards you?
I mean, I feel like, I feel obviously super blessed that the fan base loves me as much as they do, and that really encourages me and pushes me to really perform, not only for myself but for them. And, I do feel it when we're out at Target or at dinner, and some people just come up and, they say hey, or they're big fans, or that I'm doing a great job, just keep it up.
Yeah.
And, it does mean a lot whenever you're out like that and just people encourage you.
100%. Does your wife, what does your wife think? She's married to this heartthrob that everyone's clamoring for. What's her reaction to it?
She's fine with it. She's normally the one that takes the picture if somebody ever asks for a picture. So no, she loves it.
Hell yeah.
She's good with it.
That's great. So you are married. How's married life? You're newly married.
Yeah, 3 months.
July? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
July.
So it's been good.
So far, so good.
Yeah, it's been amazing. We've been probably having the time of our life. We have 2 4-month-old puppies.
Oh,
so
what kind of puppies did you get?
We have an English setter and a Springer Spaniel.
Okay. 2 puppies. That was a bold move.
It was definitely early in the marriage, kind of, but We absolutely love them, and
Yeah.
they make our life a lot of fun for sure.
Good. I love that. Well, congratulations. Very, very cool. The halftime show, we've got to talk about this. Of course,
Yeah.
it's the hot button subject. Everyone wants to talk about that. My big question about this, though, is, you stayed out there. It was a hell of a halftime performance. How much appreciation did you have for the guys that were out there? Because you're a young guy. Were you a big fan of all the performers there? The Snoop Dogg's, the Eminem, the Mary J?
Yeah, all right. So I will admit, Mary J, I'm not really familiar with.
To be fair, kind of me too, and I'm old enough to know, so it's okay.
But
Sorry, Mary J. We're gonna get blasted for that, by the way.
Probably.
Yes.
But obviously I know of 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem is by far my favorite musical artist.
Sure.
And if there's any chance that I was going to get a picture with him or even get to meet him while we were in LA.
Is that why you were staying out there? Was you're like, maybe he'll look over here and we can have our moment?
Yeah. But
Okay.
after the show, he just kind of got escorted off. So
He's a big deal. I mean, we've not seen Marshall Mathers in quite some time, and he looked great.
he looked amazing, performed amazing.
He rocked everyone's world. Everyone's like, oh my God, look at this guy. He's not aged. That does
Right.
not happen. So hats off to you. What are your top 5 concerts you've ever been to?
I haven't really been to many.
Okay. What concerts do you want to go to?
That was number one.
Stop
for sure
it.
So far.
What? Oh, that was your number one of them. I thought you meant that was the number one that you've been, only one you've been to.
I mean, in high school, we went to some worship music
Okay.
concerts, some
Okay.
Christian
Okay.
bands, and those were a lot of fun.
Okay.
But honestly, I haven't been the biggest concert goer.
Okay.
I have been to Riverbend in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I know there's Riverbend here,
Yes.
but there's also Riverbend close to my hometown, and we went there.
Okay.
And I can't remember who I think we saw Pitbull was there.
Okay. Pitbull. We'll
was
take a
pretty
little
cool.
Pitbull shout out. Who would you want to see?
What I want to see?
Yeah. What's on heavy rotation for you right now?
Heavy rotation. I've been getting back into my country roots.
Okay.
Been listening to a lot of Luke Bryan lately.
Okay.
I'll play it on in the locker room every now and then.
Does it go over in the locker room? The guys are down with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody loves it.
Okay.
It's a little good mix.
Okay.
From what we normally get. But other than that, I'm big into country music and worship music. So
Okay.
Maverick City music is a big one for me too.
All right. Good to know. What else happens in the locker room? You obviously get to spend a good amount of time in
Yeah.
there. What else is happening? I know there's ping pong tables. I hear you're pretty good at ping pong. You got that hand-eye coordination down pat.
Yeah, I think I've claimed I think I'm the 7th best
7th best.
in the locker room,
Okay.
and that
Did you
that
guys
came
keep
from,
are we keeping this rank?
that's just kind of a mental thing, and
Okay.
that came from Joe.
Okay.
So I feel like whatever he says kind of goes. So I'll definitely take the 7th place
Sure.
in the locker room. That
We'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we could raise you up a few.
yeah, just got to compete for it for sure.
Who's number 1?
Either it's got to be Trent Taylor probably.
Okay.
Either him or
So he's got a target
Joe's
on
really
his back
good.
now.
Yeah, Joe's
Keeping
really
an eye on
good.
him.
Mitch Wilcox is also really
Okay.
good.
What else do you get competitive about?
What do I get competitive about? Ping pong definitely. Other than that, honestly, I'm pretty chill when it comes to just laid back things like video games or cards or anything like that.
Okay.
I don't have to win. I like to win, but I don't have to.
Interesting. I find that funny with athletes because, you're either it's exhausting to be super competitive about everything all the time. Who's
yeah.
got time for that
Yep.
output? It's too much. What else are you doing in your downtime?
So, I mean, I do a lot. We watch a lot of TV.
What are you watching?
So we're rewatching Blacklist.
Oh, okay.
So that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And I might get slammed for this one too, but I'll just go ahead and say it. Thursday nights are our Kardashian nights. Me and my wife.
Okay, can we talk about the new Kardashian series? Because it is great. You're watching the Hulu one?
Yeah.
This is great television.
It
I
is.
also am watching. I was just talking to somebody about this. I'm like, you know what? This new Kardashian series where they're
Yep.
addressing the cameras there.
Yep.
We're getting into the nitty gritty. I mean, can we talk
Yeah.
about how dirty
Well,
Chloe was done by
Yeah.
Tristan?
No, that was just disgusting, honestly.
Oh my
and
God.
How my wife explains it is their old reality show, they were being told what to do. And now they're
Yes.
producing this one. And so now they're being able to show like who they really are.
Yeah, it's like raw. It's
Yeah.
you get like that really good look.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for the Kardashians,
Yeah.
honestly.
You don't
they
see
put
many
in the
people
work.
going to get peacocks for pets. So
Who's your favorite Kardashian?
it's great. It's a great question.
I didn't know the interview was going to go this way, but I'm all for it.
I honestly, I know she's I love Chris.
Chris is great. We all need a Chris in our lives.
Exactly. We all need a Chris that cares as much as she does about
Yes.
her girls.
We need a momager.
Definitely. But other than that, I mean, Chloe and Kim,
Yeah.
they're definitely good ones. And
good.
then Kendall's really funny.
Kendall's great. Kendall's kind of like reserved. She's kind of doing her own
Yeah.
thing. I feel like she's sort of on like she's an outlier to the rest
Yeah.
of the family a little bit.
Definitely seems like that.
But man, the Chloe stuff. Crazy. They got a lot of people in that family. Anyways, Kardashian fans, here we are. Let us know if you need us to do anything. Chris, call us up. Do you have any superstitions?
Honestly, not really.
Okay.
I call my wife before every game, so I guess that's kind of like a superstition.
Does she give you like a pep talk? What goes into those
No,
conversations?
so it's just pretty much like, just go out there and enjoy it, and just have fun, and we'll see you after.
I can't get in a word edgewise. My husband's a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
I can't get in a word edgewise with him usually before a match. So it's like afterwards. So hats off. This young man is doing it right. Call your wife. She will
Yeah.
give you the good energy before
Exactly.
a game. Kickers. Do kickers deserve a little more love? I feel like kickers deserve to have like way more star treatment put on them.
So I mean, I think kickers are definitely on the up and coming. I think
Yeah.
we're becoming more of a, I guess more of a factor in games nowadays.
Sure.
And I saw a stat whenever we were watching the Monday night game that I think maybe 8 of the last like 9 or 10 games that day or the previous Sunday were within one score. And so that really comes down to, the last plays of the game. And to have a good kicker, it's definitely, I guess, a big plus for the team.
Sure.
And, we've seen games are getting closer and closer. So to have a really good kicker is a big advantage for a team.
You're a very calm, cool, collected. Everyone just says, Evan's so nice. What a nice guy. What gets under your skin? What pisses Evan McPherson off?
Definitely whenever my dogs are acting crazy. If they're biting me too much, like the other day, I was telling him that Gracie's coming home. Like she's on the phone and she's talking to him. They're going absolutely crazy, and all of a sudden they just jump on top of me, start biting my head, start biting my arms.
Oh,
and I'm just like,
maniacs.
that made me really mad. Whenever they act crazy, it kind of makes me mad. But other than them, if you ask people around me, not much really makes me too mad. I'm pretty like.
God, I wish it was like a
calm.
secret pet peeve, something that was just like so random. Like, do you get like road rage or anything?
Not really.
No, he doesn't.
No.
We'll work on it throughout the season. Find out what makes Evan McPherson mad. That'll be
Yep.
it's not my goal for the season. I actually don't. Do I want to see that?
I'll think.
I want to see it from like a distance. It's probably pretty comical. Well, Evan, thank you so much. Nice to finally get to meet you, to have you here on the show. You are great. Big fan of all your work. We all love Evan McPherson. So best of luck in the rest of the season for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
For sure.